Hey guys, my name's Josiah, and on my channel I simplify the complicated world of bass fishing. So today in this video I'm going to teach you the top 3 easiest baits that anybody can catch a big fish on. The first bait I'm going to start off with today, right here, is a Shaky Head. I've caught countless fish on a Shaky Head, anywhere from little fish to big ones, but Shaky Head just has a chance to catch a lot of big ones just because it's a slow moving bait. It's going across the bottom. You can just roll it right in front of someone's face and boom, there you go. The head I run on here, this is a owner Shaky Head. I like these Shaky Heads because they got a real good hook on them, and the head has like a little flat part at the front. You probably won't be able to see that on a video, but it's got a little flat part on there and it kind of stands it up a little bit better and it hits off the rocks. So basically this bait, when it's going across, this tail will kind of like be flapping around when you hit off a rock or whatever. It'll just kind of flap. And the best thing to do with this is with your rod, you'll just kind of like just lift and then you'll reel down to it, and then you'll lift and you'll reel down to it with just a second or two in between when you lift. So you lift, pause. And the one thing I have that's different on my Shaky Heads from a lot of others is you can use a ton of different baits here on the back. Right here, I got a Zoom Fluke tail worm. So it's got this little split tail on the back, and that split tail, it makes the worm move a little bit more, and it's a different presentation from what fish normally see. And that's just personally my favorite thing to put on the back of here. The structure I'll throw this around is literally anywhere. I mean, you can throw a Shaky Head anywhere from just some dirt on the bottom of the lake to a ton of rock, ton of brush. Doesn't matter because it's weedless right here because it's put back through the bait. So my hook here, it's put right back through the bait, and that's a big help in being able to throw this literally anywhere and catch big fish on it. The second bait I have here today for you is a Wobble Head. Now, a Wobble Head is a head on the front like this, where you can see it just shakes. Like it can shake, move back and forth just like that. And I usually put a Strike King Rage Tail on the back. I use the bigger ones, not the baby ones for this. This is the full size Rage Tail. And I put a 3/0 hook on here. This is a Gamakatsu 3/0 hook. So right here is the hooks I'm using, the Gamakatsu 3/0. And then the heads I'm using right here is the Strike King Wobble Head. These are tungsten. This is a 3/8 ounce. That's the weight I'd almost always use. If you're fishing real deep, past like 30, 35 feet, you might want to go to a 1/2 ounce just so it stays on the bottom better, because that's what this is going to do. You're just going to take this and you're just going to reel it across the bottom. Very, very slowly with your rod tip all the way down. You're just going to reel real slow. And then this head's just gonna make this bait fly around down there. And that's what makes those fish bite, is because it's kind of erratic, and you can also cover a lot of water with this, even though it's a bottom bait, which you can't do with something like a Shaky Head. Once again, I'll throw this bait literally anywhere. It doesn't matter whether you got rock, trees, whatever you got down there. I mean, you can catch fish off all of it. It does work real well when you're just running water, like when you don't have a specific target you're going for, just because you can cover more water. But you can also run it if you're throwing at a brush pile or anything like that, or a piece of structure in the water. You can do that as well. All right, so one option for you for rods is a spinning rod like this. I'd use a 7-foot medium or a 7-foot medium heavy. If you've got a 1/2 ounce, I definitely want to go to the medium heavy. But if you're using the 3/8 like what these are, or a 3/16 ounce, something like that, a spinning rod that's a 7-foot medium, that can definitely catch you a lot of fish that way. Another option for rods is a bait caster like this. This is a 7-foot medium heavy. So definitely if you're throwing the heavier baits, you're going to want the bait caster, and I use 12-pound line on that. And on the spinning rod, I'd use a 10 to 12-pound leader. Okay, so the final bait I have for you here today is a chatterbait. So a chatterbait personally is my single favorite lure to throw. And the reason for that is just because you can catch giants on this. And Most big fish I've caught have come off a chatterbait like this. This is a Z-Man jackhammer chatterbait. It's the only chatterbait I use. It can be a little expensive, but you don't really break them off very much. I've been using this one a long time, probably 8 or 9 months at this point. And I put a 2.8 Kitech swim bait on the back, and basically that just it gives it a little bit of kick back there. And this one right here has some green pumpkin on the top of it, and then it's got some white on the bottom. And the reason I like this color is it's just, a lot of people throw straight white a lot of the time when they're going for a bait fish presentation, but I prefer a little bit of green pumpkin. It just looks a little bit different. And basically all you're gonna do with this bait is you're just gonna reel it relatively quick, and then this blade on the front, it's gonna wobble back and forth, and that's what's gonna make your noise. So you're gonna feel this thing like on the end of your rod going like this, and that's how you know that your bait is working and is doing its thing. So the line I throw this on some 20-pound. The line I'm throwing this on is some 20-pound fluorocarbon. And the reason I go with 20-pound is because I usually run this bait through a ton of trees and things like that, or just around structure, or it'll sometimes hit off the bottom, whatever. I don't like my line getting frayed, and I also just like the control you can get with the 20. I catch tons of fish. They don't really pay attention to the line at all, and your bait will still have the right amount of action, and it'll do everything right still with this heavy line. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and if you got any questions or any baits that you like better than these, just let me know in the comments. Make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe, and everybody have a great day. See you.